So there are some new editions of the NASB 2020 that are due to come out later this year and next year as well. And I thought it would be fun in this video to look at some of these, see what information we have available to us, and just get audience feedback on these different editions. The first one is going to be put out by evangelicalbible.com, a Schuyler NASB 2020, and it is called the Schuyler Stridon. So this is the information here. It says that Schuyler has embarked on a new Bible design for the NASB 2020 update. The Schuyler Stridon typesetting is a single column, versified, each verse starts a new line, reference Bible. We will post pictures of this new design when we are a little closer to publication. We are hoping to have a late 2021 publication date, though publication timetables are inherently difficult to forecast. And then they have a link to the Stridon Newsletter. I'll put that in the video description below this video if you want to check that out. But here's the information on it. It is a 10-point font, similar, it says, to the Traveris font. It is single column and versified. A lot of NASB people do seem to like the verse by verse, and single column is something a lot of people are going to like as well. It has 1-inch outer margins for note-taking, references and concordance, edge-line goatskin, art gilt edging, and Bible paper. And this is a Schuyler we're talking about here. So I am sure these are going to be very, very nice materials. So let's take a look at the format that they have shown us for this Bible. And as you can see, it is single column, verse by verse. The verses are in red. Again, this is a 10-point font. The references, the cross-references are going to be on the inner part of the page, I believe, and all of the translator footnotes are going to be on the outer part of the page at the bottom. So what I'm really interested to see, and I don't think there's information on it yet, is I wonder what the form factor of the Bible is going to be. What are the measurements of this Bible actually going to be? It is good to see that it has that 10-point font and 1-inch outer margins. I know a lot of people will be happy about having some space to take notes. Seems like a Bible that would really be good for preaching, for example, but certainly just a good reference study kind of a Bible. And then also here they do have information on why it's called the Stridon. Stridon is located near modern Ljubljana, Slovenia. Have no idea how to pronounce that. And was the birthplace of Jerome. Jerome translated the Bible into Latin. This translation became known as the Vulgate or Common Version. It was the dominant translation of the Bible in the West for about 1,000 years. So for those of you who do not like Bible updates, this should make you very happy. The Vulgate was around for 1,000 years, and from what I know, they didn't do updates regularly on the Vulgate. All right, so that's the first one. The next couple ones that I'm going to show you are on the Lockman page. And the first one is a large print compact Bible. What's really interesting about this one is the size. Coming down here a little bit, it says that the trim of the paper is going to be 5 by 7.25 by 1.1. And I'm looking here, this is the genuine leather cover version. They will also have leather text editions. So the genuine leather they have here for about $36. Let's look at a leather text. That's going to be a $20 Bible through the Lockman website. So this is a little bit of a smaller Bible. And here is what the layout is going to look like. And I really like this. This is going to be a 9-point font, which I would have to say for the Lockman NASB 2020s, their font is really readable. It's a good size for whatever font size they're giving you. So I think it's going to be a nice 9-point size font. And the layout of this, I think, is also going to make a lot of people happy. It's got that single column kind of reader format, but it has very nice bold verse numbers. So if you want to find a verse, it will be very easy to find. Again, you could actually still use this in preaching and teaching because it is easy to find those verses. The font size is pretty good for the size of the Bible, and it's a compact Bible, very easy to carry. Then on the bottom of the page you have the translator footnotes. So that's the large print compact Bible from Lockman, and they're going to have a lot of different colors. Some interesting colors. I do see they have a purple one, but also this, I'm not sure what they call this. It is called teal. So teal is always an interesting color because there can be different shades depending on how they make it. But I'm excited about this Bible because I think it's going to be very nice to read, but a really good size too, very easy to carry. So that's really cool. And then they also have one that's coming out. They already have the large print ultra thin reference Bible in leather text and genuine leather, but I believe this is going to be September, like the Bible I just showed you was due out, I think, in September of 2021. This is going to be the calfskin leather cover, which is going to be like the most fancy edition of the large print ultra thin. And I really do like the layout, the look of this Bible, as well as the form factor of this Bible. I have a leather text edition that I've reviewed on my channel, but this calfskin should be of higher quality. And one of the things that I think is going to be better about the calfskin edition is it's going to have probably a little bit nicer ribbons. These look here in the picture like they're angle cut ribbons. The leather text and even the genuine leather, I think, just have kind of so-so ribbons. Now, I don't know that the calfskin edition is going to have the nicest ribbons in the world, but I think they're going to be at least a step up from the other editions of this. It also looks to me like it has spine hubs here, so that's a nice feature. And we'll see how the calfskin actually feels. Usually calfskin is pretty floppy in these kinds of Bibles from Lockman. But that is going to be $149.99 for that Bible, about $150. So if you want the Lockman large print ultra thin, but you want it in a more durable kind of edition, this is going to be good. I did forget to mention, even with their large print compact Bible, it does say that it is line matched typesetting, and that is true for the large print ultra thin as well, which is good because I will say on these Lockman Bibles they don't necessarily have the nicest paper, but the fact that it's line matched really does help. So that is a good thing. And one other Bible that I wanted to show, actually it's one other publisher, it's a couple different editions, is Holman. So this is from Lifeway.com. Holman is putting their hat into the ring in publishing NASB 2020s. They're going to have a large print personal size reference Bible, as well as a super giant print reference Bible that are supposed to come out in April of 2022. So this is still a little ways off, but I will say Holman puts out some really nice Bibles at a really good price. So it's nice to see them planning to publish the NASB 2020. Here's a look at what the box is going to look like. And they don't have a picture of the inside of the Bible, but they do give some information here. It says it's going to have an 11.25 point type, and it is 2-column text format with an end-of-page cross-reference system. So I think that is really going to be nice. I really like the Holman large print personal size reference Bibles. They're in that Goldilocks range of Bibles that I talk about, just the right size for carrying around and using, but also a good size print. 11-point size type, actually a little bit larger than that. So that's going to be great, and you usually get pretty good quality from Holman. And I like the fonts that I'm seeing from Holman right now, so I think that's going to be really nice. They also have a super giant print reference Bible, and this one is definitely large print. It's super giant print. It is listed as a 16-point type size, and the size of this Bible is supposed to be 10.25 by 7.06 by 2 inches. So that is a big Bible, but you are getting a 16-point size print. These Bibles from Holman do have a ribbon marker, I think one ribbon marker, and some other nice features that you get in Holman Bibles. So one of the things that I noticed in looking at these Holman Bibles is that the Supergiant print Bibles have a few cover options, but they're pretty plain looking. The large print personal size Bibles have more variety of cover options here. They do both have genuine leather available and more of a leather look cover option, but the large print personal size also has some different colors here and a couple here that have some designs on the cover. So that is what is on the horizon for the NASB 2020. I know those of you who like this translation are going to be very excited about this, so I'd love to hear in the comments if you do read this translation, and I'd love to hear which edition or editions that I've talked about in this video that you are looking forward to. Feel free to leave that in the comment section. It'd be great to just see what people are thinking about all of this. What do you like? Maybe what do you not like about what you've seen so far? Overall, though, I think this is really good news for the NASB 2020. You have a variety of editions that are coming out, and even from different publishers. That also indicates that the NASB 2020 is generating sales, and there is interest in this translation, the update of the NASB. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, but thank you so much for taking some time to look at these Bibles and listen to some of my thoughts, brought to you from A Frisch Perspective.